All right, folks. Wednesday, June 2nd. It's about 1:45 p.m. I'm sorry for no action videos of cutting hay, but right now I'm trying to get my brain and my human hydraulics back in order with hay in season. Kind of a little busy paying attention. That and I kind of forgot about you. There you go. There's the truth. We're on the north-south hill. Pay attention to the channel. Of course, you know the tower's right there. The farm's right over there. I got some birds flying around here. Hate like hell to admit it, but I took in a fawn, which is not funny to me. I don't like that. I know there's some people that laugh about it. I really don't get that. Number one, I've got a respect for the white-tailed deer. Yes, I know I'm a farmer and I'm supposed to hate deer. I don't. They do their fair share of some damage around here. But that's number one. Two, it's going through your equipment. I do my damnedest to keep a watchful eye. I mean, the hay comes first. Let's just cut the mustard. Hay, the lines, turning around, this, that, the other thing. I have a very watchful eye this time of year for fawns. This is the time of year where, you know what, I don't even want to talk about it. Blech. So anyway, it's not the first, it's not the last. It's one of those things. All right, so the north-south hill's been cut along with this wedge here. And so I was supposed to cut yesterday. That couldn't happen because of the weather forecast report, which was an outright lie. You know, some pretty drastic changes in the weather outlook. My God, I need to go back to school and become a meteorologist because I don't think I'll ever get fired. Drinking on the job, maybe, I don't know. So I held off cutting yesterday because the forecast said no. I don't like that saying. It irks me to even mock it. Well, you can't bale hay if you don't cut it first. I don't like that. You follow the weather report the best that you can. Sometimes you got to gamble if you're seeing just a couple hours worth of 30%ers, maybe even some 40s and 50s. But anyway, weather pattern cleared up. I think we're good to go. I feel pretty confident in it. And of course, I just dropped the first hay of the year. I'm feeling so good about it. Number one, cutting hay. This feels great. But number two, the forecast, unless it changes, I'm prepared to drop the south hill. But I noticed a pretty large tree on the tree line come down into the field. We had one hell of a wind gust that came through about a week ago. I mean, it was like a freight train coming through the house. I kid you not. It's about 9:30 at night. In fact, I lost a couple trees at the house. I never noticed this one, but I got to get it cleaned up. So I need to hit the Ranger and the chainsaw and get it out of there. Yeah, so beautiful sight here. We're on the North Hill. That's another piece of ground here for me. That's what we put into new seeding, pure alfalfa last year, which is full of grass. Full of grass. We're going to take a good healthy look at that, and we're going to put our heads together on the culprit. Now it's chock full of alfalfa too, but the grass growth in there is just absolutely horrible. But damn good feed nonetheless. I don't know how else to say it. So, a phone call came through on this corner right here. Yeah, everything's good. Hooked up to the H7230 New Holland disc vine, 10-foot 4 cut. Hooked it up with a 6-400 cab tractor just to get the cobwebs out of her, blow some smoke out of her, get it ready for haying season, which of course it gets hooked up to the small square baler. I do have one concern though. I'm looking for answers here. My rollers were jumping like no tomorrow. Now I started cutting off on 9 turns to the positive. It's a little excessive. So I dialed it back after some jumping to 7 turns. I ended up dialing it back all the way down to about maybe 4 or 5. And it's still jumping. We all know that god-awful noise. I know it's doing its job, but I can't stand it. But here's the deal. I went even through some thin stuff, and those rollers were still jumping. I don't understand it, and I might have to dig into this a little bit because something is not completely proper here. But it does a good job, real good job. Of course, I completely maintenanced it, serviced it the other day, including a handful of new knives, and anything that didn't get a new knife got flipped, which yeah, so very nice job as always, and go from there. Just thought I'd give you a little look-see here. I don't know what it looks like to you on this video. There's some thinner spots, but then there's some spots that is just thick as thieves. I kid you not, I had to dial down a gear and 2 in some spots. Pretty happy about it. June 2nd. I don't know if we'll ever see this again, but we'll find out. Feels good. Good day. All right, I got some heathens. Maybe you didn't see that on the golf cart. Remember last year's problems? They're out again with this nice weather. A couple of no good frickin' heathens are out on the golf cart again. Immediate trip to jail if on the property. I settled that up last year. You know, I hate to complain on this damn channel, but I got tracks all over this property as well. Tracks that were put down about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Somebody came up here and did some joyriding. It's not the end of the world, but there's no need for it. But that's what happens when you give a certain group of people consistent money and they don't need to be concerned about themselves, about going to work or bills coming up. They choose, therefore, to run amok at night because they're bored. I don't blame them. I guess I'd get bored too. Yeah, the golf cart boys are back. Neither one of them's got a license. They can't afford a vehicle. They spend all their money on drugs. I'm getting real gosh damn tired of that bullshit around here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's getting pretty bad around here. Full of heathens around here. Trash. 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 I'm pulling no punches this year either. I'm not that territorial Hitler. I ain't. I'm not. And I don't have time for that either. But I'm not pulling any punches this year. All's well. It's a good day. We're going to stop that nonsense talk. This is a great day here today. If I end up cutting the South Hill, which I intend to, I'll definitely bring you with me. We'll make a video. Talk to you sooner than later.